All right, welcome everyone to another Mountain Man Monday. This is live stream episode 49, and today is October the 19th, 2020. Coming at you live from the beautiful mountains of Western North Carolina. I hope everyone is having a great start to their week and a nice Monday as always. This live stream, I want to join everyone who will join me live tonight and everybody else later on the Mr. Mountain Man YouTube channel. This live stream and all of them can be found under the archive playlist called Live Streams. And so you can find that and other videos again on Mr. Mountain Man's YouTube channel. So that's youtube.com/Mr. Mountain Man. Please feel free to check out all the content I have on this channel and meet us here weekly for the Mountain Man Monday live stream. And let us know what you think. So we got some folks that are starting to roll in here. We have Lily. Good evening, Mr. Mountain Man. Good evening to you as well. Hope you're having a great start to your week. How are things up your way? I know in this part of the world, in these mountains, it is picturesque. It's really nice this time of the year. Things are looking quite beautiful outside. The leaves are changing. We are in full fall mode right now, so no complaining here. Hopefully things are going well in your neck of the woods as well. Getting on a little bit earlier tonight for everyone as always. It's kind of that 3-hour time frame window between 6:30 and 9:30 when I usually get things kicked off, and depending on how the schedule's going this particular week, I'm getting at everyone a little bit early this evening. So we'll see who shows up and joins us tonight. We also have Marvin Carlton here, another regular. Marvin, how are you doing? I hope you're having a great start to your week and a nice Monday. No complaints from this side of the fence either. Everything is going well. And yeah, so just getting on here a little bit earlier. Actually, the sun is still shining. I haven't checked recently. I do not remember when the I do not remember when the time changes. I need to look on the. You know what? This is the beauty of having this thing called the internet, and I'm sure you guys already know, but we are going to find out here. November 1st. Okay, so we got a few more weeks left. Sunday, November the 1st, we're going to have to move the clocks back an hour, and then it'll be getting dark a lot earlier. But right now, it's beautiful. The sun is setting over the mountains. It's really nice outside. We also have Foxy Wolf Monday. Yeah, so good to me. That's a nod to the mamas and the papas from the famous 60s song, Mr. Mountain Man Monday. And hello, Mr. Mountain Man. Yes, I am here. Glad to have you with the flex muscle once again. And yeah, that's you know what? Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't in that song Monday is a girl's name that he's singing to, like a girlfriend or something? I could be completely wrong. I thought everybody thinks it's like the day of the week, but it actually was a girl. I don't know. Educate me. Mountain Man Mom. Mr. Mountain Man Mom is here. Mom and Dad with their friends are here. Hello to you up in the northern part of Ohio. Hope you're enjoying. I heard it was rainy there earlier this week. I'm sure Gabe and Candy are probably looking forward to heading to warmer parts of the world these days. But hopefully the fall is pretty nice up there. I wonder if you guys are in full leaf changing mode or if you're a little past that. I think it's been kind of mild up there, or kind of back and forth like the rest of us. Let us know. All is good. Thanks. Beautiful weather for this time of the year. Sure is. October is nice. You know, I was watching a football game yesterday. It was nice and sunny. Temperature was probably in the 50s or 60s. You just can't complain. This is you know, quintessential fall weather right here. We've got Ted and Deborah Harrison joining us. Good evening, Mr. Mountain Man. Good evening to you as well. I hope you're doing well and having a great start to your week. Let us know if you've had any new adventures in the Miata there, pulling the trailer. That is an awesome picture. Love it. Hey, Smoky Mountain Hiker. Hello, Mr. Mountain Man and everyone else. Hello to you as well. Hope you're having a great start to your week. As always, check out, of course, I plug Smoky Mountain Hiker's YouTube channel, but Smoky Mountain Hiker is also on Instagram and has some fantastic pictures of the mountains, especially this time of the year. Make sure to check them out on Instagram. You do have great pictures. I really enjoy seeing those. Hey, we got David Markley here. Hey, Mr. Mountain Man, hope you had a good weekend. I hope you did as well. You know, I was thinking about David, the regulars, like we were talking about the other week when we don't see a regular around for a while, and I hadn't seen you, or maybe it was a period where I hadn't seen you, and I was thinking, so glad to see you here tonight. I did have a good weekend. Not anything crazy or over the top interesting happen, you know, with family and things that need to go on, you know, on the weekend. That was just a kind of a lot of odds and ends. So, but I really enjoyed the beautiful weather here in the mountains, and everything was very, very nice. I can't complain. We got Angela here. Hi, Mr. Mountain Man. Hello to you as well. As always, hope you're having a great start to your week and a nice Monday. We've got Rita here. Hello, Mr. Mountain Man. It's been a beautiful day here today. Warmed up nicely. Yeah, it's crazy because it is been cold and then hot, and we'll see the weather here when we get into the news and notes, but the temperatures have been nuts. And normally this is the time, I think we're more as a community or a world more conscientious of the flu because of the obvious reasons than ever. But this ordinarily would be like when the flu would really start to kick up, or people getting colds, because, you know, one day you've got it and it's like lows in the 30s. And then that's what's happened here. It was like low 30s the other night. And then midweek this week, we're going to be like 75 to 77 degrees. So, you know, you get adjusted back to the warm, and then overnight it gets cold, and it's just crazy. It's not consistent. And so it's kind of all over the map. And so, yeah, but it's going to be mild this week for sure. It's going to be in the mid 70s and very nice. Foxy Wolf says Monday is about the end of the weekend and the start of another lousy weekday. Well, if that's the case, again, that's what the irony of the Mountain Man Monday is, because really Monday is kind of on a traditional work week, is like kind of the getting back to the grind. And I don't want to be pessimistic, but I guess stereotypically it's kind of the crappiest day of the week. Everybody enjoys their freedom from the weekend. So that's kind of the irony of the show is it's like fun on a non-fun day, you know, normally what's conceived to be, you know, back to the grind and all that. Although I know a lot of people, either some are retired, some work non-standard week, maybe Wednesday to Sunday. And so everybody has their Monday though. So whether it's the Monday on the calendar or a different start day of the week, that is what it is. David says, I get up on 2 a.m. Tuesday, so kind of hit and miss getting on. Absolutely. And by the way, do not ever feel like you have to get on. I just think about we got about, I'd say roughly 24 people that check in regularly to this show. And so when I don't see one for a while, I just get curious. Although, as we've talked about in past shows, I'm not sure where they were going. There's also a natural fatigue to channels. So some people just get tired of certain channels and give it a break for a little while and then check out something else. As always, most people like variety. So just good to see you there again, and hope all is well. Angela says, I'm loving the weather. Yes, I don't think it really matters where in the country right now. Like, I know in the Northwest, like Montana and up that way, they've got snow right now. And then, it's getting mild here, although it's been cooler, and some other areas. So yeah, I mean, a beautiful time of the year, just, can't complain, and lots to do outside. No new trips. Oh, sorry, Foxy Wolf. I'm still no raining in the 80s. I hope that drought goes by the wayside and you do get some rain. That is much needed in South Georgia. No new trips in the Miata, just local runs around home until this COVID breaks. Yeah, I know it kind of limiting sometimes on what we can get out and do, but I love the picture. It's so awesome. We got Kenneth Oakes here. Hello, good evening. Hope you're having a great start to your week and a nice Monday. And we got Dr. J from Our Show, Our Story. How are you doing? I know things have been going well, and seen some of your videos. Hope you're doing well and having a great start to your week. Ted and Deborah Harrison said, the one thing about Mondays is this chat with great people. We do have a great bunch of people, and it's nice to see the folks check in and tell us how they're doing and chat about some fun things in the process. Again, Monday's not always the most fun day of the week. And so it's great having all y'all here. Speaking of which, we got, well, hopefully Will and Don, or Will. Hi, Mr. Mountain Man. Hello to you guys over there in East Tennessee. I hope you're doing well. It's great to see you here this week. I know you guys are doing well. Have had some fantastic videos recently highlighting the fall in the Smoky Mountains. Of course, all the fun things that you do over there. I'm glad to be able to actually see you all, and missed hanging out. I would love to get together again. This year has been an exception, and it's been a pain. But I really look forward to hopefully being able to get together with you all. And I don't just say that verbally. I really would like to make some plans sometime, especially when this nuttiness of 2020 has subsided, or maybe before we can figure something out. I hope you guys are doing well. And I know checking in with your channel, you guys have been, and it's really, really great what you all are doing. I hope only the best, and things are going well. Such a beautiful time of the year in the mountains. Let's see. Foxy Whiff says, no, that's my opinion. I did look it up to see the meaning. That is in reference to Monday by the Mamas and the Papas. So was I right or wrong? I don't really care. I always thought it was about the day of the week. You know, I'm one of those people that when a song comes on, I don't really listen to the lyrics and digest. I can listen to a song for 20 years and sing it. And then my wife will be like, you know, that song's about such and such and such. And I'm like, really? All I do is listen to the melody. I don't know about you guys. So it's crazy. So sometimes I just don't pay attention to what the meaning of this song is. Angela says, headed to Townsend from Alabama tomorrow. Be leaving there real soon. Found acreage. Can't wait. Love the mountains. That's a beautiful area over there again in East Tennessee. This whole, mountain stretch of the Blue Ridge Mountains all the way up, all the states and the East Coast and up to the Northeast and everything. Just beautiful. Yeah. Wish you the best. And leaving there, found acreage. So I missed that I assume you mean you're moving there. You'll have to let us know what that means. The mountains are great. Definitely the mountains are beautiful. Canada-US border remains closed until November 22nd with the oof emoji. I'm sad. Missing my Great Smoky Mountains vacay this year. Yeah, I don't think you're alone. A lot of people, but I mean, I hope we are on the, in perspective of how long it's been, maybe getting towards and over the hill and toward the tail end towards, being able to get past this. Of course, we're doing much better than we did 6-8 months ago with all the knowledge we have. So I really hope that things can get going. So Lily, you can enjoy your vacation. I look forward to every day. I know I'm still alive then. That's right. I used to listen to this comedian. My dad might be in the background. We talked about Put-in Bay being an underrated place in Ohio. And there was a comedian. He said, every day above ground is a good day. But he wouldn't just say it. Everybody in the audience knew. So everybody'd say every day above ground. And then everybody'd go, is a good day. So yeah, David. So you're right, Rita. Enjoy watching and talking with everyone. It's right. Great group of folks here. Hey, Mr. Mountain and all, we got Living Like Larry here. Hello. Hope you're having a great start to your week and have had a nice Monday thus far. Let's see. We got a lot of folks saying howdy, 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 howdy. This pandemic has been a bad chapter in all of our lives, it seems. Have you guys seen some of the funny memes that are like, this is 2020, and it'll be like a porta-john on fire or something, trying to represent, the way that this year has been for sure. I saw another one that was really funny. Do you remember in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, the movie, at Clark Griswold at the end, he gets what he thought was a bonus check, but it was a Jelly of the Month club. And there was a meme like that. It was like, this is what 2020 feels like. And it's like, your membership into the Jelly of the Month club. So yeah, it's been a rough year, but a lot of folks trying to make the best of it. It's one of the nice things about being in an area where you can be outdoors, because once we were able to understand the concept of social distancing and all that fun stuff, or not fun stuff or whatever, we're able to apply it and be really smart about it outdoors. So love the North Carolina waterfalls they vlogged. Yes. Beautiful, beautiful places over there in East Tennessee and Western North Carolina. I mean, the Great Smoky Mountains National Park is not obviously just in Tennessee, although I've talked about that being the most popular part of it, but it also has a wide footprint here in Western North Carolina and just a lot to see. Do you have any other festivals that you are planning on going to? So, not on the books right now. I would like to maybe visit like a pumpkin patch or something. I'm not sure if I'll do video there or not. It just depends on how interesting it might be. Dr. J, that's part of the pandemic this year because, I report a lot on the entertainment and things that are happening. And a lot of that stuff, like the street festivals and fairs, have been either postponed, canceled, or just not happening. And so it's been like the Western North Carolina fair was canceled back in September. And it's just, so I don't have anything on the books. I'd like to see what's going on around Christmas and see, what's happening there. But right now, nothing in stone that's, that I wanted to do. Townsend is a beautiful area, lots of history. Yeah. And speaking of Will and Dawn, they have some fantastic videos from that area as well. Love to get together with you, Mr. Mountain Man. Yes. You guys do just such great things for the wide community here, and everybody is very thankful for the content you put out, and such fantastically nice people as well. It's great having you guys check in and say hello. You guys, in a good way, are getting so big, it's hard to get a howdy in once in a while. So here's my howdy. I hope you all are doing fantastic. Your Steelers looked pretty good yesterday. Yes, they did. We are 5-0. They beat the Browns. Was very happy. That was a lot of fun. When I wasn't stressing about a game, we took the lead early. I really, really enjoyed that. And had no idea because the Browns were 4-1 coming into that game. But they had played a lot of teams that weren't so good. So it was kind of telling. And they fell apart. We put the pedal to the metal. That was a lot of fun. I don't know if you were able to see it or just the highlights. Angela says, yes, moving there soon. First week in November. Eek! Yes, that's an eek and excitement, by the way, I'm sure. Living like Larry, you got it. Well, I shouldn't be surprised because you're up in Sandusky or Upper Sandusky, but Mike Mad Dog Adams, you are so right. So he is the comedian that says every day above ground is a good day. He spends half the time down in like the Keys, and then the other half he'd be up at Put in Bay. I haven't seen him in 3, 4, 5 years since the last time I was up there, but that's super awesome that you knew that. I wonder if my dad's in earshot that you actually knew that. That's really cool. May your move go smoothly, Angela. Yes. It as bad as been, life is very good. Yeah, kind of on Rita's front, we all live, I mean, for the most part, most of us here talking about it, I mean, we all live a very, good life, and, we don't have to suffer like other people in other parts of the world. I mean, we can go to the grocery store when we need to. We, hopefully find a job and do, I mean, most of the things that we take for granted, are, so yes, we've been limited and we can't go to such amusement park or this restaurant or something. But as they say, those are first world problems, to be honest with you. Yeah. I am in deep South Georgia, but grew up a lot in Cherokee and have traveled to those mountains extensively. Yes. By the way, stream is super clear tonight. That is because nobody is home. Nobody is home. So I've got complete control of this fantastic mountain internet that I have. And they are out doing some activities. So that's one of the other reasons that I jumped on early. Am I the only one who picks up something in the store to smell it and then remember I have on a mask? Makes me feel so stupid, huh? I don't know if I've done that, but I'm going to tell you something similar to that. You guys got it. Okay, maybe I'm the only one that does this. So let me see if I have anything around. It's happened 2 or 3 times very randomly. And you might think I'm an airhead, but it's like muscle memory. So I pulled some mail out of the mailbox, let's say within the last 2 years, that had a picture on it, a piece of mail, maybe a picture of a house or something. I don't know what it would be. It basically junk mail. But I took the mail. Let me make sure I'm on camera here. And there was a picture and it was very small. And you know what I did? I went like this with my fingers. I started spreading it out. like on a phone to zoom in. I took a piece of mail and spread it. And I'm like, what in the world am I doing? It's like muscle memory. You see something, you just immediately think, I want to see it bigger. Zoom. No, not. It's a piece of paper. So yeah, I've done some silly stuff as well. So you're not alone. We all have those memory slips once in a while, brain farts, as they call them. Let's see here. But if you can smell it through the mask, buy it. That's right. That's probably like a really good candle or whatever you're looking at, a nice soap or something like that. Living Like Larry says, we go see him every year. Unfortunately, Mad Dog has just been doing online shows from his basement on Fridays this year. That's interesting. Does he make you pay for it somehow so he can still monetize it? That would be pretty cool. If he did do that. That'd be interesting to know. Rita, that's very humbling of you. I appreciate that. If you do enjoy, I really am humbled by the support and everybody's kindness. This has kind of turned into, as I say every week, a little bit like Cheers. Everybody pulls up a bar stool. We know everybody and we get to talk. But I do, as always, want to extend an extra warm welcome to anybody who might be new to the Mr. Mountain channel. I want to say hello to you. Welcome to the community. If you want to join in the chat, feel free to do so. If you don't want to, and you just like to listen in the background like a podcast or whatever, absolutely no problem at all. If you're listening to this on delay on the Mr. Mountain Man channel, you can always leave a comment if you so choose to. I hope you enjoy. Feel free to leave comments and feedback. I am here to entertain. So, and Rita said, and I thought I felt stupid. Yeah, you're right. Did I feel dumb? I felt so dumb. I even told my wife, I think I've done it twice. Again, it's just that muscle memory. Hey, we got BB here. Hey, Mr. Mountain, everyone in chat. Hello to you as well. Hope you're having a great start to your week and a nice Monday. Let us know how you are doing. And Living Like Ray said, no, it's free for all of his followers. That's the comedian Mad Dog. That is really cool. David said, watching the Kansas City and Bills game. Oh, okay, cool. I know. So crazy that Monday Night Football gets started so early. I remember growing up, it was like 8 o'clock or 8:30 start, right? But now that they have the two games, because that's why I had to move one of these early the last month because the Steelers were playing on Monday night. So are you going to Erie anytime soon? I am not going to. It's funny, though, because I mentioned Erie. I was talking about it. I was talking about my wife maybe this week. I said next year we should go. I would probably prefer to go in the summer because Presque Isle State Park, and I think Waldamere's still open and all those fun places. It'd be neat to see in the summertime. I think that's a better time to go. I mean, the snow is cool up there, but it's a little limiting, you know, if you get a lake effect storm. Welcome, everyone, to Mr. Mountain Man Monday. Show Mr. Mountain Man the love and hammer, whoops, got the this way, the thumbs up. See, I got props for pictures here. Subscribe and ring that bell, and we will see you here every Monday to have fun. I hope everybody does have fun and is enjoying this. Thank you, Foxy Wolf. That's very cool of you to do that. Oh, I missed All About the Smokies. Hey, Bob, how are you doing? I hope you're having a great day, great start to your week. Another great channel showing off East Tennessee, and I hope things are going well. You know what? I'm going to seize this opportunity to, and Angela, thank you. That's so awesome of you. Thumbs up to you, back at you. I'm going to seize this opportunity to go right in because I'm usually way behind to go into housekeeping for the week of October the 19th, 2020. And once again, my hand gestures have taken me out of focus. Do I have to do the old trick? Ah, there we go. We're back in focus, or I think we are focused enough. All right. First up on deck, as always, let's go ahead and take a look at what the pictures of the week tell us. And away we go. All right. By the way, on housekeeping, one other thing. I do not have a new video out right now. I still have some things in the can ready to be edited. It was kind of a shame and kind of not this past weekend because it was an absolutely gorgeous weekend and it would have been great to do a video, but it just too many things were going on and it just wasn't able to find the time. I'm hoping to next week do another video, cut another video and then edit it. So things will be coming. But in the interim, as always, we have the weekly live stream to keep in touch and also through social media on my Twitter and Instagram account. They are both Mr. Mountain Man, Mr. Mountain _man, and you can keep up with what's happening on both ends there. All right, so let's take a look. Should I hide the banner? Yeah, we'll get. Let's see. Yeah, we'll get that. Well, let's take a look. All right, so what do we got? Pictures of the week. We already did chicken last week. I think we've got a few fall pictures here. Yeah, 6 days ago, just some beautiful. I mean, this was on a non-sunny day. We got the reds, we got the greens. It's happening quickly here in the mountains. Peak has happened at certain elevations. Probably you're looking at above 3,000 feet, 4,000 feet, definitely. Lower elevations probably got some time to squeeze out still. Because the Asheville area is around the 2,000 foot mark. So you're getting multiple colors at all elevations right now. It's just varying how much. This was on Saturday, just Carolina blue skies. So beautiful. It was really, really pretty. That was just very, very nice. And I had to take a picture. I mean, that blue, that's why they call it Carolina blue. I mean, the skies are just incredible when they're clear. There was me, as I say, building a strong base and foundation. I said a mountain must have a strong base and foundation. Trying to get my legs built back up after getting back into the gym. And right there, I had 568 pounds. That was just a fun picture to take with the plates on both sides. If anybody added up and said, no, I don't see 568 because those are 45-pound plates, this particular hammer machine had a start weight of 118 pounds. So there you have it. That was a lot of fun. Look at that. I mean, more colors. By the way, on my Instagram account, I don't use filters. Maybe once I did if it was too dark or something. But what you see is the real view. I want it to be raw. So the colors I'm looking at have not been enhanced. I think it's really, really cool looking. So that's just another beautiful shot from the mountains. And then, hey, dinner last night, but pretty generic issue, right? Like burgers and hot dogs. But that was, they were good. They were 92.8. When I say 92.8, 8% fat. So your better burgers are going to be like your Angus 85-15, or if you want to get into the juice and the not so good for you, the 80-20s or less and a little more fat in the flare ups. So these didn't have as much fat, so they cooked a little faster and they're not as juicy, but they were good. We enjoyed dinner. Everything was awesome. So yeah. Hope you all enjoyed the catch up of the week. Catch up? Is that a pun? Like a because of the hamburgers and hot dogs? But no, catching up on the week. Hope you all enjoyed that. And let me check the comments. Getting back here. Yes. Focus is good. Thank you. I've actually recorded 4 to 5 videos this week. Yes. Dr. J pumping out the content. That's super awesome. Foxy Wolf says the Mr. Mountain _man, and my altar handyman channel, the Eclectic Handyman. That's fun where I've got tools and craftsmen and fixing and all kinds of fun stuff. The other side of the fence. It's kind of interesting because I have these 2 YouTube channels. And the videos that I watch on the 2 channels are different. So I tailor based on all the thumbs up and the things I like. So, you know, Mr. Mountain Man, you get a lot more of really more just everything. But then the Eclectic Handyman, the videos I watch are more like car related and tools and stuff. So it's kind of neat to get both sides of the world. That is the Twitter account. Oh, Tweeter. Yeah. You know, there used to be an application that for Twitter called Tweet. I think it was Tweet or something like that. But so yeah, that leg day looks like it would crush me. Well, that didn't happen overnight. You know, I worked hard for that. And yeah, you know, I want to keep you guys up to date on everything I do. So, you know, I do exercise, I'll try to about 5 days a week. And so I just thought it was fun. You know, I post a picture once in a while. Just to let you guys know, you know, what I'm doing. Like I said, to keep in touch. Hey, we got Story Has It. Again, I love the avatar there with the bowling. Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a great start to your week. Thank you for joining. I'm assuming you're able to make it tonight because I'm on a little bit earlier. And that's fantastic. like I always say, I have like a 3-hour window when I'm able to report to the community. And I always put on Twitter for anybody who's interested within an hour or two of when that window will be, when it narrows to when I be. And I did say today 6 to 6:30. Let us know how you're doing, Karen. I hope things are going well. Smoky Mountain Hiker, who I love his pictures and mentioned earlier, he does not use filters either. Yeah, it's best to see things in their real. I want to share with people what it really looks like. There's nothing wrong with filters, by the way. There really isn't. It's one of the great parts, because you can take a filter and you can enhance things and really make a picture look spectacular. But when it comes to nature, I don't use anything. So there's no pride or anything in that. I'm just telling people, like, they're like, oh my gosh, that color is overly amazing. That's what it actually looks like. Yes, his pictures are always great. You getting me with the grill food. Looks so good. Yeah. I mean, yesterday I just, that is another thing that I did this week. You know, I'm always working so much around the house and getting things done that I sometimes forget to stop and smell the roses and just settle down a little bit. And so, you know, taking a break and enjoying, and just, you know, pulling it back into, you know, pulling a gear down and just taking a break, because everything seems to always be going 100 miles an hour. So, and that's not a bad thing, but it's, you know, sometimes it's hard for me to pump the brakes. And so, you know, I try to make sure that I do that. Yes, it was very good. Mr. Mountain Man is inviting us all to the next cookout. Thanks, Mr. Mountain Man. Yes. That would be, it would be cool to have a big old cookout. And the cheese also, yes. The cheese is very good. I always put the cheese on the burgers, unless I'm making one for somebody who doesn't like it. We got Smoky Mountain Rough Rider here. Hello, Mr. Mountain Man. Hope your day is going well. It is. And I hope yours as well. And you're having a great start to your week. Let us know. Our tongue twister. Say that 10 times fast. Our story. Yeah, like try to say your channel name 10 times fast. Dr. J's got to head out. Great chatting with you all in the chat. Have a great week. You as well. Did I miss? Oh, no, I got Smoky Mountain Rough Rider. Dr. J, have a great week. And thank you for stopping by. So next up on deck, we have the news and notes for the week of October the 19th, 2020. Let's go ahead and get that fired up. And here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, and let's get it going. Turn off the banner and ta-da. All right. First up, here is your news story. It's titled, Virginia woman charged with illegally feeding a bear in TikTok video in Gatlinburg. By the way, that image there of the lady, that is not the TikTok video. But I figured I would add some context of maybe what was happening. From the article, the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency said that a woman from Virginia was charged with a misdemeanor after she fed a black bear while on vacation in Gatlinburg. Kristen Haley Ferris, 21 years old, from Danville, Virginia, was filmed intentionally hand-feeding watermelon, chocolate, and other food to a black bear in Gatlinburg, according to a release from TWRA. The video went viral on TikTok. The video sharing in social media app and was viewed over 500,000 times. She has been charged with illegal black bear feeding, which can carry up to 6 months in jail or a $500 fine, according to a release. Officials said she will be required to return to Sevier County for booking. The overwhelming desire to have a close encounter with a black bear is strangely more powerful than common sense, said Sevier County Wildlife Sergeant David Sexton. Many people intentionally feed bears with little regard for the dire consequences to the bears and humans they leave behind. Well, guys, rack this up for another thing like we talked about, like littering in the parks, writing your name on the walls in historic cabins, and feeding the black bears. All are terrible ideas. We should just make a book that they sell at the visitor center called Things Not to Do While on Your Vacation in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. Feeding a black bear is not one of them. The thing is that you know, not everybody's watching Mountain Man Monday or one of these other, great YouTube channels and being informed. You just got a lot of people, and especially, in this case, it was juvenile or somebody younger, a lot of people that don't know anything about the mountains. They don't live here. They go, they think it's, something neat to do, and they don't use their head and they don't have the common sense to think of things like this. I'm sure this person is not going to jail. They'll probably just get a fine. But it is dangerous for the bears. And the thing is that a lot of people don't understand that, because they're so, I'm famous for my tangents. I was looking at Netflix last night, and there is some new documentary about social networking and like the psychology. I wish I remembered the name, because I thought I might bring it up tonight. The psychology behind it and what it does. Like 20 years ago, that person may have not thought to feed the black bear, because the only person they would have amused was their brother, sister, friend, or whoever was maybe at the cabin they were staying at, or whoever they were walking with. But now everything is about, I got to broadcast it. I got to be popular. How many likes do I get? How much notoriety can I get? And even though if people don't think on the surface, there is an underlying objective to all this software. I'm not talking about conspiracy theory stuff. I'm talking about marketing and business and ways to make money. That's how YouTube makes money through ads. I mean, you have to be attracted to something, watch the ads. That's how they get paid. Stock price, there's a lot wrapped up into this. Facebook, the continuous scroll, what's next. I mean, there's a lot that feeds in. There's a whole lot of thought that goes into how that software operates and does. And then what's happened with social media is just crazy. The desire to want to share anything and everything. So in this instance, the thought going through that person's head was probably, I'm going to be so popular. This is such a big deal and such a wow factor that I'm going to put it on TikTok, which is, another thing. So it's a shame. But it's really interesting that that did happen. So don't feed the black bears. And it's also, if you don't know, if anybody doesn't know, it's really bad for the bears for a number of reasons. If they get fed by the humans, then they expect it. They become more violent. The food won't work well with their GI system. It can make them sick. It can hurt them. It can kill them. They need to learn to hunt for their food in their natural habitat. The list goes on and on. It's dangerous in case they, just lots and lots of things. So, let's see if I have any comments here. The bear feeder needs to be in federal jail. Yeah, again, my guess is that they're probably, I'm no legal expert, but my guess is they're not going to get much. Like they'll get a fine. Stupid things like this is why bears are coming into town. That's right. Everything just talking about, the social dilemma. Is that what that Netflix is called? Living Like Larry? Thank you. I think that you're right. The social dilemma. Thank you for posting that. So you're 2 for 2 tonight, following up on things I'm thinking about. Thank you. Someone told me not to set up bird feeders because it can attract them that they would never have known. I have not heard that. We had set out bird feeders. They were a disaster because the squirrels are they're incredibly smart, believe it or not. Like there is this really interesting YouTube video my kids showed me of this man who set up this obstacle course in his backyard and to test the squirrels. And if they could get through the obstacle course, we're not talking about on the ground. Like he made like these crazy things. They'd have to jump and figure things out. And if they got to the end, they got all these nuts and everything. And sure enough, these squirrels, he taped them. What do they call that? Like a lapse time, like over weeks and weeks and weeks. And it was incredible how smart the squirrels were. So back to the bird feeder. I have never found a way to keep the squirrels away from the bird feeder. People will risk their life to get that next extreme picture or video. That's the truth. And again, I think it's for the cause of notoriety. It's the wow factor. Could you imagine? Oh my gosh, I'm going to post a video of me feeding a bear. How interesting is that? It's the chicken and the egg. What's causing people to act irrationally sometimes? There's always going to be doofuses out there that don't use their head, but then there's also it being provoked by, a medium that appreciates it and gives praise to it. So it's kind of crazy. I know I get deep sometimes, but we have interesting conversations. Everything in your own personal life is different in areas with such wildlife that can maim and kill. That's very true. Very, very true. And that was the name of the social dilemma. I want to check that out. I haven't watched it yet. As you all know, I like documentaries like that. So yeah, that's interesting. Let's see. Oh, Lily had to leave. Have a great week, everyone. Stay safe. We'll see you next week. You have a great week as well. I hope you enjoy the fall and everything is going well up your way, Woods. Hey, we got Kentucky Girl here. Hey, Mr. Mountain, just getting here and had to get supper out of the way. Good evening, and everyone in the chat. Yeah, I'm hungry. I haven't eaten yet. I'll eat later. I hope you're having a great start to your week and a nice Monday. We were just talking about this story right here, Kentucky Girl, about this girl who put it's a young lady who put a video. It's not that video. That was a joke. But feeding the bear in a TikTok video from Gatlinburg and is getting charged. All right. Next up on deck. Again, this video is not the actual one. Historic steam engine at Dollywood catches fire. All right. So one of the historic steam engines of the Dollywood Express train caught fire over the weekend. The Dollywood spokesperson said that Engine 70 was in a maintenance area about 8 p.m. Sunday when a small fire started from grease on the left side of the engine. The county fair area of the park and the Rockin' Roadway attraction were closed as a precaution. The fire was put out quickly and nobody was injured. Not much more to say to it than that. The old steam engine caught on fire. Nobody was hurt. And I don't have much to pontificate on that one. There's not much else to say. I hope that if it is a historic piece of art that they're able to fix it. I always love those types of trains. Like when we were at Disney World, Walt Disney was a big fan of trains. He had built one in his backyard before making Disney World, and I believe Disneyland also, that you could sit in. It was very small. You might remember seeing pictures of Walt Disney do that. And so the concept of having a railroad that goes around the circumference of a theme park is pretty standard. So you get a lot of places that do it. I certainly enjoy it. Let's see. Were there any comments on that? There are not. Didn't know if anybody happened to be at the park to see that when that occurred. All right. So yeah, and then that gentleman's enjoying a nice ride on the old steam engine there. I actually tried to find one of a steam engine on fire, but I couldn't find anything. They were all like engines going off the cliff. Is that the one that shoot all over Will and Donnie? Did you use like Siri to do that? I didn't know I'm not sure on the verbiage there. Like Will and Don, I didn't hear. This was 2 days ago, so they may have very well captured it. I did not see if they did. Maybe that's what you're referring to. Dollywood is getting expensive to go to. Yeah. Well, I think, David, in general, theme parks are an investment. The way we found to make it more economical is to buy season passes. Now, season passes are expensive too, and we used to do that with Disney World, but we always would do that sometimes instead of a vacation. So a lot of people go on a vacation and we might buy season passes because it would give, or annual passes, it would keep giving that entertainment year long instead of maybe in a concise 4 to 7 day period. But yeah, to try to find the deals on Dollywood, sometimes they run deals on the season passes, I believe, starting in November, and they'll give you the extra time through December for Christmas, and then it jumps back at the beginning of the year. I think that was Cinderella LLL. I missed the reference for that. Can I ask you a YouTube question? You bet you can. Go ahead. You just rode that train Wednesday. Oh, we just rode that. I thought I read you just rode that. I'm like, I did. I'm definitely not remembering. That's crazy. So was it Engine 70 or just the train? It sounds like they have multiple. It was a video a few weeks ago they did, and they went by and got a black suit all over them. Okay. So that article was from 2 days ago. So I think this might be different. It said over the weekend, and this was from, maybe I'm wrong. I need to double check that. No, I swear I just pulled that up. Let me, hold on. Oh, I can't go into it. I'll figure it out. It might be, hold on a second. I really want to know now. I swore. I'm looking it up. I'm looking it up. Yeah, it was 2 hours ago from WLOS. That's the link that I have on that. So the article was from today, and it said it was from over the weekend. Okay, I needed to clarify that. This was from over the weekend. Did I miss somebody? Brian and Brenda? Oh, geez, BB. I'm sorry. I was like, I don't want to miss saying hello. Here's my YouTube question. Someone commented on my latest video. It was in my notification, but when I go to it, when I go to my was a video, it won't show up as a comment. Yes, so that happens to me sometimes too. Two reasons that can happen, Kentucky Girl. One, it gets flagged as spam, and you have to actually release it into the comments. So if you go into the YouTube Studio, so on the app, if you're on the phone, I didn't know this at first. There is a different app than YouTube. It is called YT Studio. It means YouTube Studio. YT Studio. You can download that for your phone. That's the same as going to YouTube Studio on the web. And then you can go into comments for moderation and you can see if it's being held for spam. And you might think that it was, why would it be held for spam? Obviously, if it is spam, it'll get held, but sometimes certain keywords will flag it as spam and you have to just go ahead and say publish. The other reason is if the user deleted it. I have had that happen as well. I had a big comment show up. They deleted it, and so it showed up in the notification, but then it was gone. That's the two reasons. Good question. It was 70. I just looked at my photos. Yeah, so BBBB. Brian and Brenda, that was the train that caught on fire, but nobody was hurt, so we're good. I'm concerned I maybe accidentally fat fingered and blocked the person. So I think from the comment section, you can't directly block a user. I think you can report a user, delete the comment, publish a comment. I don't believe the ability to block is directly on it, but I'm going off of memory here. Got all over Don's new hat. Okay, cool. It wasn't on fire that day. Just wondering if it was the same engine. Yes. Okay. A lot of people complain about the soot getting in their eyes when they ride the train. Yeah. So I don't know. When I was on the one at Disney World, it wasn't bad at all. None. Maybe it was. I'd have to look it up. I mean, it had the steam whistle and everything, but I don't know if it's a real. I don't know. You flagged me as spam, Kentucky Girl. Did you really? Living Like Larry? Was it you? Oh, it was Living Like Larry. You'll have to check it out. That's cool if you got it solved that easily. All right, next up on deck. So speaking of theme parks, kind of sticking with that. So there is another theme park in the region. Most of you are aware of it. It is called Carowinds, but they did not open this year. So North Carolina has been a lot more strict than a lot of other states, and they never did open, which was tough. I know it's tough for them, but they're a part of the bigger umbrella, which is Cedar Fair Entertainment. So I'm sure they're spreading that debt around a little bit. But from the article, but there's a rumor that could it open for Christmas. So although it was officially announced that Carowinds will remain closed for the remainder of 2020, there's rumors on social media that Carowinds might be open for a modified Winterfest this year. The state of North Carolina has now moved into phase 3 of the reopening, which allows theme parks, movie theaters, and other attractions to open. So reopening for Carowinds is now a possibility. On October 10th, on the Cedar Fair website, there has been a lot of jobs posted for Carowinds. These include a range of positions, including admissions, food and beverage, games, park services, ride operations, and security, as well as a range of hotel staff vacancies. So if a March 2021 reopening for Carowinds is planned, then these jobs appear to have been advertised very early, meaning it's a little suspect they're advertising for jobs in March when it's only October. There hasn't been any official announcement as of yet from Cedar Fair regarding this rumor, but it's potentially very exciting news for Carowinds fans. We'll keep you posted from this site, which is themeparktourist.com. So that'd be pretty cool if Carowinds opened up. That's over in the on the North Carolina, South Carolina border and south side of Charlotte. We got Dave Markley says, I got to check out. Good night. Hope you all have a blessed week. You as well. Thank you for stopping by, David. I hope you have a wonderful week as well. And Living Like Larry is razzing Foxy, saying it wasn't on purpose. That's funny. Just joking. And good night, David. Yes. So, yeah. So, you know, I know a lot of people have focused on Dollywood, but Carowinds is a really cool theme park too, with some pretty awesome roller coasters. Used to have, speaking of annual passes, had annual passes back in like 2003, 4, something like that. And so it's been a while, but that was a fun park. Next up on deck, So got to have an article. This was an interesting article. So this was from the Blue Ridge Now. Fall leaves, Parkway color update, drives and hikes you'll need to know. The hues of fall are slowly taking over the landscape on the Blue Ridge Parkway, particularly at some of the overlooks near Asheville. The Parkway played host to several visitors at many of the stops along the roadway Wednesday as the leaf changing season brings swarms of tourists and onlookers to the area. So let me give you an example. This article was really cool if you wanted to look it up, because it gives you ideas of complete rides with suggested stops. So here was one example, the Burnsville to Mount Mitchell tour, which you all know I've done on the motorcycle, this type of thing. The Mount Mitchell Scenic Highway is a slow-paced loop drive starting in Asheville. Fall colors should be starting in lower elevations, including Burnsville at 3,000 feet and peaking on the Blue Ridge Parkway just north and south of Asheville. So it tells you to start from Asheville, take the future I-26 west up to exit 9, take east on 19 for 14 miles to Burnsville. Then it tells you to stop in Burnsville at the Visitors Center for maps and information and hiking. Visit the Toe River Arts Council. Check out the historic New Ray Inn, Southern Drifters Outfitters. It tells you a whole bunch of places in town. Then it tells you to take 19 east, 6 miles toward Meekaville. Stop at One of a Kind Art Studio. There's like pottery and glass and jewelry, and then stop at Carolina Hemlocks campground for a short hike or a picnic. And then the last stop at the Folk Arts Center on mile marker 382 on the Blue Ridge Parkway with the bathrooms, crafts of the Southern Highland, National Parks Service Ranger on duty, and etc. This is pretty cool. And it went on and showed you all these drives and stops. So segueing back into, unfortunately, I think David left, but the thing about the cost of Dollywood, so much focus is on like paid entertainment. But if you do a little research, and that's one of the things I like about this channel, is trying to expose that. If you do a little research, you can find really neat and interesting things to do on a budget. I mean, maybe just gas pack a lunch and do some really neat and fun things. And so there is a lot more out there to do. No matter where you're from, you could be out west or up north, the Midwest and Northwest, or here in the beautiful mountains. Anywhere you live, it doesn't have to be subject to only doing paid activities like going to the movies or going to a theme park or to an arts thing or a concert or something paid all the time. Of course, those things are spectacular, but there's something for everyone. Ted and Deborah Harrison says, got to go, wifey has supper ready. See everyone next week. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great week. And take care. Be safe. Let's see. We also have, story has it says, if Carowinds does open, it will be packed. Yeah. I mean, that area there in Charlotte has Charlotte has grown immensely. I moved there in the late 90s, was there several years, about 7 or 8 years. And it was getting huge then. And now it's massive. Faye joined in. Hello, a little late to the live stream. No problem, Faye. I hope you're having a great start to your week and a nice Monday. As always, anybody who joins late, you can always check in, later and watch from the beginning on the live stream and check out what's happening. So, because I know some people come in late and then are able to rewatch. So, yeah, lots of beauty here in the mountains. Last up is the weather. This is interesting if you've been following week to week in this part and maybe your neck of the woods too. Very mild in the middle of the week, mid to upper 70s. The lows are not dipping back into the 30s and 40s. So this is going to be a nice fall week. If anything, if we don't get a bunch of wind, it is probably going to, hang on to the leaf color for a little bit longer since it's not getting super cold. So yeah, hopefully that will be nice for everyone. So there, once again, you do have it for the news and notes of the week for October the 19th, 2020. I hope you all enjoyed that and those conversations. This week on the news, I was watching about a lady who lost in Zion National Park and saw that they don't let you drive in there. You have to go in a shuttle. Hope it doesn't come to that Great Smoky Mountains. That's a really good topic there, Kentucky Girl, because if you remember from last week, the overpopulation is not the right word. Let's just say this, the abundance of tourism, especially on the Tennessee side of Great Smoky Mountains National Park, is really putting a wear on the popular places, from the driving and the parking and the trash and the bathrooms and everything that we've witnessed firsthand and some of the stuff from the article. But I don't think that would happen. I mean, the beauty is driving through. I don't even know how they could manage that. And there's so much camping and individual hiking. But who knows? But my prediction would be no. But they definitely do need a plan to manage the crowds because it's getting pretty crazy. I remember telling you all once, this was probably 2 or 3 months ago in the live stream, that when we drove out to Metcalf Bottoms State Park to grill, when we turned right at the visitor centers, the traffic backed up to that T where the visitor centers are was like 3 or 4 miles long. It was nuts. It was everybody coming back from Cades Cove, and that was just crazy. It was just that time of the day. Everyone wanted to get at Gatlinburg for food. Of course, we were going the opposite direction. So, yeah. Mr. Mountain, will you be making us some videos in Nashville when the leaves turn? Yes. Rita, I really, again, I wanted to make something this weekend. It just didn't work out. It just, family and things going on and some things I had to do. It needed to take a back seat, unfortunately. And I had wanted to get out. It just didn't work out. And so, and I feel badly because it was a gorgeous weekend. It was blue skies and the leaves were beautiful. I just wasn't able to do anything and line anything up, but it's in the deck. And I want to bring you some beautiful color from the mountains. And so that is top priority for me for the next video on this channel. We went to Hocking Hills this weekend, but I think we may have been about a week late for the real pretty color. Yeah. So up in Ohio, for those that don't know, Southern Ohio or mid-Southern Ohio, Hocking Hills is a beautiful area. It's not mountainous, but it's very hilly and woods and caverns. And it's pretty cool area, to check it out there. It is incredibly busy there too. Yeah, I know. I mean, when I was growing up, at least in my family and friends, nobody really went to Gatlinburg or Tennessee. There was a lot of focus on Myrtle Beach and the beaches, but not so much Tennessee. But these days you hear about a ton of people, especially from Southwest Ohio, like Cincinnati, because it's a straight jaunt down 75 over 40 and you're right there. So I think a lot of people head down that way. I don't know if All About the Smokies is still here. I thought Bob was from Cincinnati, but I could be wrong. He goes down there a lot. Hey, did you see where the guy on the Tennessee side fishing caught fish about to put his finger in fish mouth and a live snake in the fish mouth? Ew, look up the picture. Awesome. That's crazy. Oh, that sounds like something from a horror movie. Wow, that's nuts. Was it freaky looking? Oh, you have to let us know. Do you ever do meetups like some other YouTubers? I have not, Smoky Mountain Rough Rider. I've only gotten together with a few individuals from other channels. Like I had met up last year when Will and Don from Yankee in the South, their YouTube channel, they did meetups at the island in Pigeon Forge. And when I happened to go there, there were a lot of other people like Smoky Mountain Hiker and Chris and Will and Don. And so I was able to get together at those points, but I haven't done any meetups, just not that big of a channel. I haven't done anything like that. So who knows? Maybe someday. Are you kidding? Yeah, about the fish and the snake. That's crazy. I know, that'd be awful. Like it's like a Halloween thing. It sounds like no, out of my news channel. Awesome picture. Foxy Wolf, do you like scary movies and stuff? That's a fish with a snake coming. That's crazy sounding. He was not bitten, but very well could have been. Rangers said that does happen. And it makes sense. Was it a water moccasin, which is a poisonous snake? They did not identify what type. Yeah. That sounds pretty crazy. I cannot believe I'm caught up on the comments today. That is fantastic. Hey, random thing that I did this weekend. This is like super random. This has nothing to do with the mountains or leaves. So I have this blender bottle that I use, and it's like, what do you call it? Insulated. So it keeps things cold or hot. So I kind of like iced coffee. Like I got this Panera coffee subscription that was free over the summer. Panera is like a kind of like a fast food joint that has like soups and sandwiches. And over the summer, they're running a promotion, probably because of the pandemic, free coffee for like 3 months. And it's normally $9 a month. So I kind of got hooked on it. I would stop by there after going to the gym or to running errands or doing something. And I liked iced coffee, but I realized you could make it at home. So I just took a coffee and I pour it over ice and add a little bit of skim milk and like 3 stevia and shake it up in this thing. Oh my goodness, it is so good. Really, really good. Like if you're into coffee, and that's not unhealthy because the coffee, I use stevia and skim milk so that you're not talking about uber calories. It's not like a dessert or anything like that. It was really good. So I don't know. They're just looking at this thing and I'm thinking, yeah, I really enjoyed that. That was pretty fun. But yeah, it was super easy to do. Let's see, catching back up. It was a small snake. And when he grabbed the fish, snake turned head and was looking at him and he snapped a photo. Yeah, I wonder where Loggy Doggy is tonight. So Kentucky Girl, my inconsistent start times are probably having some new people join that haven't joined in a while and some people who don't or normally join, excuse me, later are probably not joining. So that could have happened. That was true, Kentucky Girl. I've seen it more than once, not in person, just pictures. Yeah, again, that's crazy. The snake and the fish. Got out and moved with no problems this past week. Yes, AZ Rock. Yeah, AZ Rock's another one because AZ Rock was moving across the country, basically. And that was, I hope that did go well. Also, I think she had mentioned she might not be able to be on because of that. And so, yeah, hopefully things went well. Sounds good on the iced coffee. Yeah, it was. I mean, there's no rocket science behind that recipe. I just took a black coffee, poured it over ice. And actually, the first time I did it, I poured it over ice in one cup and then poured it back into another cup, thinking that it would like water down too much or something, but that was completely unnecessary. I pour it in, it melts some of the ice, put a little more ice. It does naturally water it down a little bit, but the ability to be able to shake it up because it's got a closed lid is pretty cool. So now I probably want one of those. I don't have any problem drinking caffeine in the evening. Like some people I know, if they drink caffeine after like 2:30 or 3, they're like, I can't go to bed at night. Me, I'm really not a big deal. I have no trouble falling asleep, but because the science behind it says you really shouldn't do it, I do try to cut out caffeine after like 6, 7, 8 o'clock. The reason being is because even though I don't have a problem going to sleep, I'm wondering if like maybe my dreams or something are a little more active, or maybe I toss and turn at night a little bit more unknowingly. So smartly, I try to avoid caffeine, but I don't really have a problem. I kind of drink caffeine all throughout the day. Here's something new every day. Yes, we hiked the Rock House Trail, but the other 2 we went were so overcrowded and parked lots overflowed down the roads at Hawking. Must be busy everywhere this year. I just think there's a general sense of cabin fever this year because of the pandemic. It's like anything, you know, once you're not able to do something, you want to do it. And I think when we were all locked down, it made everybody kind of want to get out. And because you can't quite do everything yet or everything safely without, you know, to breathe a sigh of relief and truly feel relaxed, I think a lot of people still opt for outdoor activities. So I think that's why there's just such a mass of people outside. We are still waiting for the picture of your mustache. Okay. All right. So I am officially going to write that down. A note. Let's see. Mustache picture. The easiest way to make that one happen is probably to find it and post it on Instagram so that you guys can see it. I think that's the best way. Thank you for the reminder. I have to find that. Rita, good reminder. It's a crazy look. I have to bring it up. Faye remembers it, I think. Faye, remember when I had that huge wide earth mustache? That was crazy. I'm a purist with coffee and tea, black and straight. I like stevia, which is a natural sweetener. Don't do sugar. I don't do real cream. But I can drink tea straight and same with coffee. I don't have a problem. If I have a choice, I'll do that. Coffee, I don't even put any skim milk. It's usually 2 stevia in my coffee and that's it. I can't drink caffeine after 3 or I'll be up all night. Yeah, a lot of people are like that. Wait till you turn 50, then that caffeine will start affecting you at night. Yeah. That might be true. Maybe that's it. Maybe it is that. I have more trouble falling awake. I love it. That should be like a bumper sticker or a t-shirt. Because I too, sometimes I've said before, I I kind of jokingly say I can bench press 300 pounds easier than I can wake up early in the morning. Like and I love the morning, but I am not a morning person. And so it is sometimes very challenging for me to wake up. That's why I've come to like coffee over the last few years. I didn't drink coffee till I was much older. I didn't drink it. Coffee and tea do not bother me at night. Keep iced tea by my bed all night. Yes. I do appreciate it. I was on a big kick for unsweet tea, and then I'd add the stevia for a while there. I'd be buying jugs at the grocery or making it out on the porch. Kentucky girl. Yes, it hit me when I turned 40. I remember it was amazing. The mustache. I'll have to post that picture. I've never drank coffee, but I do like caramel frappe. Is it frappe? I'm saying it completely wrong. I don't like when I butcher words. But yeah, there are a lot of fun, neat drinks you can make with coffee. Not a coffee drinker, but love iced tea tea and Coke Zero. Yes, I like Coke Zero as well. Actually, what's in here right now is Diet Cherry 7-Up. That's what's in here right now. Let me take a drink. No caffeine in this. Foxy Wolf, you are just showing off now. What did Foxy Wolf? What was Foxy? Oh, about being able to drink all night. Yes. Yeah. So it just depends. Some people it doesn't bother and some it does. Maybe caffeine's my problem, right? And then I become a night owl, and that's why I can't wake up. No sodas for me, not even as a kid. Yeah. So Foxy Wolf, I try to throttle this. I went for like a year or two without soda. I try not to drink it in excess. I drink a lot of water because with the weightlifting and bodybuilding I do, soda is not helpful. This is my treat. But I have to drink a lot of water. Otherwise, it just doesn't promote muscle growth in the right way. Hey, we got David here at the tail end because I am going to be winding this down in a few minutes. I think the family got home and it's about time for me to eat. Hi, everyone. Mr. Mountain, I bet you are proud of your Steelers. I am loving the Steelers. That 5-0 start is awesome. What a great year. David, I'll tell you one thing. The only thing I'm worried about is for all you football fans out there in general, that this whole year is obviously so different by the pandemic that I think in the record books, there's going to be an asterisk next to this year that's going to say Super Bowl champion, Pittsburgh Steelers, asterisk, year of the pandemic or something like that, because there's been teams that haven't been able to play. And I wonder if we'll get to a time when some teams will have to forfeit or how it'll change things. I hope it doesn't amount to that. I hope it's a fair shake and whoever wins, it's really good. And there's no excuses. And we're not looking at the team that was like, the substitutes, or it wasn't a real year, or such and such team would have been better if they didn't have to forfeit. I don't want any of that kind of stuff. I do not like sugar, like strong tea and strong coffee. Yes. Stay away from the Mountain Dew because that's the caffeine I'm assuming, or if you're talking about the health factor of it. Never drank coffee until I was 50 years old. Too many sodas, but have cut back. Yeah, I wasn't a coffee drinker either. I do like to drink green tea. I like green tea for the health factor of it. I've been drinking it for many, many moons. Some days I do forget. I like to start my day off right. I'm a big one. I eat steel cut oatmeal with skim milk, stevia, flaxseed, a lot of ground flaxseed. And then the treat I'll put in it are the reduced sugar cran raisins. For a little bit of sweetness there, but that steel cut oat, the fiber in it plus the flaxseed. I like to marry that up with green tea if I remember, kind of getting a 1-2 punch for a really nice start to the day. Drink a lot of water, coffee, and all that fun stuff. Drink a lot of water too. Yes. Oh, I can't go wrong with water. I consider myself a connoisseur of sweet tea. I find McAllister's Deli to be the very best. What do you think? I'll say I drink a lot of unsweet tea. I will say that Bojangles does a great job with their brewing, and Milo's at the grocery store is pretty good as well. We can look forward to the Buckeyes this week. Yes, football's back in the Big Ten, and also like them, I hope we have a decent season. Did I miss somebody? David? Oh, no, David. I was talking to David a minute ago. I was thinking of the other David. McAllister's has good tea. All food is overrated. Just keep going here. Food is overrated, all overrated. Just keep going. Yeah. But I'm hungry right now, so food is like sounding great. Do not know what McAllister's is and do not do sweet tea. McAllister's is a sandwich deli. Is a sandwich deli. Do you have McAllister's close to you? I have to drive quite a ways to get one in New Albany, Indiana. Yeah. I thought of you the other day. Fellow Bradley Putters on Instagram, he made me a neat Ohio State putter with Buckeyes in it. That's super cool. That's really awesome. Very nice. Yeah, I'm still through and through a Buckeyes fan. Doesn't matter when I was in Florida or North Carolina. I love the Buckeyes. They are my team, and I am looking forward to seeing them. It's a great time of the year. Fall, very nice to watch football, leaves changing, temperatures getting cooler. I can't complain. Faye, by the way, down in Florida, I read an article that it has just been warmer than normal. So like the lows are not low enough, like they're higher lows. It was a Volusia County article actually from an old because I still get the emails, and so I guess it's been pretty warm there. Yeah, we've been getting a break from it, thankfully. With that, you all, I think I'm going to start winding it down. This was a fantastic Monday, getting on here a little bit early. If anybody else has any last minute comments or questions, squeeze them in here. Let's see if my tea has anything in it. It's lemon. Yes. Very natural. That's nice. Unsweet tea, lemon, water with lemon. I like that too. If I'm going to have water, sometimes I'll put lemon in it, as fresh squeezed lemon. Very nice. My grandmother drinks a lot of that as well. So that's really cool. Let's see. Yes. Love my nights. Yes. It's hot here. Yeah. The nights, that'd be UCF nights, and hot is Florida. Yes, Florida. It is warm, and hopefully you guys get a break. Have a great night. Tell the family hello. I will. It's great having you here. Faye, Smoking Around Rough Rider says good night. Story has it, says they have a McAllister's about a half mile away. BBBB says have a good night and a good weekend, everyone. No McAllister's in Georgia. Again, you can look it up online. There's some sandwich shops. I used to drink a pot of coffee a day. I had to quit because the caffeine gives me the heebie-jeebies. Yeah, you can get the shakes after a while if you drink too much. My pre-workout shakes have caffeine in them too, to get a little boost to go into the gym. So yeah, good night, Mr. Mountain, everyone. Hope you have a fantastic week. OHIO, we got you. Hopefully we have a win to talk about. Have a great week. Have a great week. Have a great week. You guys as well. Thank you for showing up. I enjoyed the conversation. I hope you did as well. We have Smoky Mountain Hiker saying good night. Foxy Wolf and Kentucky Girl. Story has it. Everybody, hope you have a wonderful evening, a great week. Stay safe. Enjoy fall. And until next time, this is Mr. Mountain Man saying see you later. Have a great night, everyone. Take care.